Yo, hello and welcome guys. Let's take a look at Bitcoin today. So after those liquidity levels that we called in the previous videos got hit, both the $65.5 thousand and the $65,000, Bitcoin bounced and pushed up to this daily level at approximately $67.8 thousand that we also said we have to pay attention to. And what you are going to see right here is that Bitcoin is seeing a reaction from this level for the second time now. It pushed into it, got rejected, came back up again, and when it visited the daily level for the second time, it formed a bearish divergence on the 1-hour RSI. Price made a higher high, but the indicator made a lower high. And not only that, the same bearish divergence showed up on the 1-hour MACD and the 2-hour MACD as well. And now it's seeing another rejection. So that's not exactly a bullish sign when you see price struggling to get above the same level twice with bearish divergences stacking up on top of it. Now we did say that the level above at the golden pocket, the 618 to 65 fib zone, coming in at around 69.3 to 69.5 thousand is our second target for this long. And it aligns perfectly with this level right here that has attracted Bitcoin's price multiple times, and we saw bounces and rejections from it over and over again. But that doesn't mean Bitcoin will for sure get there. And that's exactly why we always set more than one target and take profits on the way up when those targets are hit. You never know how far a move is going to go, so you take what markets give you. However, I'm not excluding that level just yet, and here's why. If we look at the longer time frames, Bitcoin did make higher highs, kind of breaking this downtrend that we were seeing over the past few days. And right now, it still has a chance of making a higher low compared to this week that swept the liquidity at $65,000. So what I want to see right here is whether Bitcoin can hold above that low and build some structure. If it does and we get that higher low, that is of course some kind of a bullish sign for Bitcoin in the short term, and in my opinion, that golden pocket can get hit. But on the other hand, if bulls can't defend that low below, if we start breaking down from here and lose that level, I will of course get stopped out of my longs at the bottom of the wick right here. And if that happens, I do think continuation of the bearish structure and more downtrend is very likely. And of course, in that case, I'm just going to let my shorts that are still open from higher run further down towards that 60k target that we've been talking about. So right now, it's really about watching this area. Can Bitcoin hold, build structure, make a higher low and push to the golden pocket? Or does it fail here, lose that low and continue the downtrend? Those are the two scenarios I'm watching. Now I have something very interesting to show you, but before that, if you guys are finding this helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Alright, let's get back to the video. So let's think about what most people are probably looking at right now in this bearish trend. They're looking at some kind of a pattern, right? And the easiest one to spot right here is the downtrend trend line. If we connect these two highs right here and extend it down, you can see that Bitcoin hasn't hit the trend line yet on this bounce. But here's what's interesting. The level that we are targeting, the golden pocket at around 69.3 to 69.5 thousand is sitting slightly above that trend line. So think about what happens if Bitcoin pushes up to our target. It breaks through the trend line on the way there, and what does a trend line break signal to most people? It signals a bullish breakout. People start getting hyped up, they start longing the breakout, they think the trend has changed. But what if the real target was never the trendline break itself, but the golden pocket sitting just above it? What if the breakout wasn't really a breakout, but a fake out? Bitcoin pushes through the trendline, everyone gets excited, opens their longs, and then price hits the golden pocket and gets rejected right back down. That would probably wreck most of them. And if you've been in the market long enough, you know that this is exactly how it tends to move. The market moves in a way where the majority gets caught on the wrong side. So it would make sense for Bitcoin to push up, break the trend line, give everyone that false sense of hope, hit our golden pocket, and then reject hard back to the downside. And that scenario lines up perfectly with everything we've been talking about. a short-term bounce before continuing lower towards that $60,000 target. Of course, I could be completely wrong and the breakout could be real. But right now, these are the scenarios I'm watching for. And there is also a chance of a few bullish divergences lining up right here. Now they aren't necessary for a push up to happen, but they would definitely add more confluence to the idea. So if we look at the 1 hour RSI, if the indicator pushes a bit lower while price makes a higher low, that would form a hidden bullish divergence. And potentially the same thing on the 2 hour RSI as well. So if that plays out, it would add even more reason for a move higher from these levels towards the golden pocket. So that's where we are right now. Both liquidity levels got swept as we called. First target of the long already hit at the daily level, and now I'm watching if Bitcoin can make a higher low and push to the golden pocket around 69.3 to 69.5 thousand $. If it gets there, that could line up with a trend line fake out before we continue lower. But if we lose the low, I'm letting my shorts run, potentially towards the 60k area. As always, this is not a financial advice, and be sure to manage your risk. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.